Hi, Kelly and Pete here with No Gluten, No Problem.
We're back with the fourth and final installment in our tour of the best gluten-free pizza in Italy.
And today we're headed to Campania, including Naples and Sorrento.
Napoli!
As legend has it, Campania, and more specifically Naples, is the historical birthplace of pizza. It's still a pizza mecca, and not just for its namesake pizza Napoletana, but also for calzone, montanara, and other parts of the pizza family.
Naples alone has more than 800 pizzerias and 3,000 pizzaioli. As you can guess, also home to some pretty delicious gluten-free pizza.
So this time around we're going to highlight, count them, 5 pizzerias that really caught our attention and delighted our taste buds, starting with Sustable in Vola, just east-northeast of Naples.
This pizzeria is the home of Roberto Susta, a pizza maker and instructor with a passion for promoting La Pizza Napoletana. At the time that we visited, Roberto pressed out the gluten-free crusts in rice flour and launched them in the oven on round aluminum pans to mitigate cross-contamination risks from the conventional pizzas.
Now since then, he's invested in a few upgrades. Sustable now has 2 dedicated ovens for the gluten-free pizzas, one electric and one gas. The pizzas themselves are delicious. We really enjoyed this beauty, topped with cherry tomatoes, sweet Italian peppers, thinly sliced pancetta, sausage, and basil.
Up next is the legendary Starita. The pizzeria has been around for almost 120 years, since 1901, and it's the home of Don Antonio, one of the world's best-known names in pizza making.
They self-developed their own gluten-free pizza dough based on rice flour. When they first started offering it, you had to reserve a gluten-free pizza ahead of time. Now it's always available, with the dough made fresh each morning, and they sell more than 100 per week to Italians and tourists alike.
The pizzas are prepped on a dedicated counter and fired in a dedicated oven. Nice char, good flavor, great chew, light and airy, and their signature marinara starita inspired our own marinara sauce that we use in our cookbook to top pizzas like the montanara.
Continuing our tour, it's Pizzeria Vesi, located on the historic, bustling, narrow Via Tribunale in Old Town Naples. Vesi is loud and proud about their gluten-free pizza, prominently promoting pizza per celiaci, or pizza for celiacs. They have multiple locations throughout downtown, but all of the gluten-free pizzas are prepared in a dedicated off-site kitchen and then rushed to your table, so there's no worry about cross-contamination.
The dough gets an impressive 72-hour fermentation before being pressed out on a heavily floured work surface. The pizzaioli we talked to trained for more than a year to hone their gluten-free pizza-making skills working with the dough.
Whereas some pizzerias measure their gluten-free sales per week or per weekend, Vesi measures by the day. Upwards of 60 gluten-free pizzas crank out of their ovens daily. The crust is light, nicely charred. It's what you want out of a classic Neapolitan pizza.
Up next, it's Ristorante Mascagni. Like many of the region's longtime pizzerias, this one is a family affair. It was founded by Eduardo Coronato, the grandfather, a full 50 years ago in 1970. Today, Angelo Caprio is the Pizzaiola running the show, while daughter Marina manages the front of house.
This is a place where you can get the full Neapolitan food experience, all with gluten-free options. Pizza, calzone, and the fried montanara that directly inspired the recipe in our own cookbook. Their dough is gluten-free and wheat-free, with a blend of rice, corn, and buckwheat flours.
Mascagni makes a whopping 300 plus gluten-free pizzas per week. And if you want the nostalgia of a wood-fired oven, forno a legna, this is the place to get it.
And finally, that brings us to our #1 spot for gluten-free pizza in Campania. And curiously enough, it wasn't in Napoli. It was across the bay in Sorrento at Acque Sale. The restaurant is located right on the waterfront, below the imposing cliffs of Sorrento. Here, pizzaiolo Antonino Esposito and his pizzas are the star of the show.
Acquasaleh has the lightest, thinnest, and airiest of any Neapolitan pizza we've had. It was a true masterpiece. The dough gets a 24-hour fermentation, then the crust is pressed out and allowed to rise for at least 30 minutes. although they don't have a dedicated oven. When they launch the gluten-free pizzas, they get exclusive oven time on an aluminum sheet. No sharing with glutinous pizzas.
The dough is unique. It does have something we've never seen in pizza dough before: whole boiled potatoes. In fact, we had to double check that we were hearing the Italian right when chatting with Antonino. Not potato flour or potato starch, actual boiled potato. But hey, the results speak for themselves.
And that's our list for the best gluten-free pizza in Campania.
You can find recipes inspired by these and other pizzerias in our cookbook, No Gluten, No Problem Pizza.
And subscribe to No Gluten, No Problem for more videos on how to make great gluten-free pizza at home.
We'll see you next time. Ci vediamo presto. Ciao.